Started, but that was enough of that. I gotta give me some intro music, man, and I gotta figure out what I'm gonna name this channel. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna name this channel, but hey, we gonna roll with it. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to say, welcome to shit. I don't know what the damn name of this channel is, but I can tell you right now what this channel would be based on. First, let me introduce myself. I am Spike Spielberg. You can call me Spike, but as you can see in the bottom corner there, we're gonna go by Big Chief. The reason why I'm gonna go by the Big Chief, because this is a name that my homeboys gave me back home in the D. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan. I have relocated to the Dallas Fort Worth area, and I'm hoping to finally get this channel going. Finally, stop procrastinating and do what I like to do. I like to talk smack. I like to, give my opinion on things that are happening in the industry. Um, Even though some of it doesn't make any sense, I do like to give my take on it, my opinion, and hopefully drop some game in the midst of giving you my opinion. I just don't want to be someone on here just commentating on something and not giving you a solution or out to the reason why I'm commenting on stuff. So this channel, I mean, hopefully throughout the months and days, will bubble into a niche. As of right now, I do like, commenting on, pop culture, a little bit of politics here and there. Um, and just some of those things that just happen around the world. I think we need to kind of have some of these what we call uncomfortable conversations. And what better way to do it online? I mean, the media itself isn't quite honest, and it doesn't really give you the truth. Um, Everyone has their opinion, but then there's things called facts, statistics. Those things are backed. That can back facts. So hopefully, this channel will give you some type of outlook or perspective, a very objective perspective um, on what's going on in pop culture. Now, being as this is my first video, this is kind of hot on the press today. Um, you know, I like to go into my monologues with, some type of like PSA. And the PSA we're talking about today is, how much is it, how important is it to watch how you're spending your money? Um, again, we can't pocket watch. We can't tell other people how to spend their funds because they do work hard for their funds. But do we have people out there that go into debt trying to, keep up with the said Joneses? We don't know. Again, I'm not here to tell someone what to do with their life and how to do it, but I am here to give you some logic and some type of logic and importance or information on why you should think twice about blowing your money on frivolous things. Now, myself, I am happily married. Been happily married for over 10 years. Actually, this is our 10th year this year. Um, Relocated from Detroit to Texas. Was definitely a scare, but we made some very great economic financial choices. As everyone is experiencing right now, inflation is causing a lot of hysteria around the globe. As you know, wages are not going up, but prices are going up, and some people won't be able to afford gas. And how they tell you they're not able to put food on their table. But that goes into what we're about to talk about today. Now, again, this in no shape, form, and fashion a jab or stab or anything at the one, the only Beyonce. This has nothing to do with her. I think she's an amazing singer. I've had the pleasure of seeing Beyonce in concert twice. Um, Once when she first came on the scene with Destiny's Child, and recently back in like 2016 when she came to Detroit at the Ford Field. Anybody knows about Detroit? We have many stadiums there, and one of them is called the Ford Field, and that's where the Detroit Lions play. Anywho, Sorry to go off on a tangent, but I just had to drop that small bit of knowledge just in case no one really knows who or what Ford Field is. But anywho, when we went to go see Beyonce, when I tell you that it's a full production, you get what you pay for. Now, who am I to judge? People got to eat. We are coming out of, or well, I would say we're trying to recover from a 2 year hysteria dealing with the country being shut down. So a lot of people, during the scam-demic, they was able to, either come up on some things or able to lose some things. I can honestly say I wasn't part of the scam-demic, but I definitely was able to come up on a few things. Me and my family was definitely quite blessed to be able to sell 2 homes throughout the pandemic. Okay. But I say all to say this: everyone wasn't quite fortunate to come up out of that 2 years on top. Actually, some businesses folded. Some people didn't make it. Some people jobs didn't make it. As you can see, what's going on in the mortgage industry, it's a complete um how can I say, it's complete madness out there. The way these houses are overpriced, and glory to God that we actually was able to purchase at the time. We was able to purchase before interest rates went through the roof, and of course people was kind of double charging folks for homes. But anywho, enough of all that. um Here we are in 2023. I will say this will be, if I can say, the recovery year, because inflation has been a bit it's been on the rise a little bit. It's coming down a bit. It's down about like 6%, still kind of high. I think the Fed kind of wants it around 1.9 or something like that. And yeah, I am not a financial guru. I just read the paper sometimes, and I watch a lot of other channels like Pocket Watching with JT in Orlando, who's a guy that's really good at real estate. I will probably leave both those guys' YouTubes in the description. Definitely check those guys out. I've learned so much about financial literacy and actually owning your own home, and possibly, hopefully, getting into my first rental property, if all things work out accordingly. But anywho, so being that this is the kind of a recovery year for some folks, you don't kind of, working hard, you want to be able to play hard, and you want to be able to enjoy yourself properly. And what better way to do that is going to see your favorite artist. Now, a lot of these times, the most I ever spent to go see an artist, was, I don't know, $200-300. I think when we went to go see Beyonce, it cost us like $300, and we had probably the best seat. I mean, we wasn't on the floor, we wasn't a part of the beehive, but we was definitely like right behind. Everybody knows Ford Field. We was right above where the players come out, so that's pretty much like a step before you hit like ground zero, or on the field is what they call it. So we had really good seats. And when I tell you, the show was amazing. Beyonce definitely is an amazing performer. I'm not going to talk about her singing ability. I think she's probably one of the greats, I would say. But it's baffling. It's kind of mind blowing what's going on right now. Now, mind you, a lot of people is barely able to fill their gas tanks up, according to the news, according to the current administration, or barely can put food on their table. But here, Beyonce, here we're gonna bring this up real quick, and here we are. Beyonce is basically coming back into tour, and her coming into tour is definitely, as I can say, is bringing her some hysteria here. Now, mind you, don't mind the prices here. These are just, certain areas in the stadium. So Beyonce will be coming to tour, starting, I think, if I'm correct, should be starting soon in the next few months. She should be on tour. From my understanding, Beyonce just left Dubai, and she was paid like $24 million for a performance in front of the Saudis. Now, who's going to turn down a bag like that? One night, 24 million. God, that is a lot of money. God bless her. So she's worked hard for it. She's definitely did her due diligence to earn that type of money. But um, you're not going to get me to pay these type of prices, and again, someone out there is going to pay them. But this just to let you know how you shouldn't be frivolous with your money. Now, again, I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm also not dumb. Now, listen, I subscribe to Apple Music, okay? And if I got all of her albums, if I want to go here, only album I don't have is the last one because I kind of feel that that album wasn't for me. Um, no shade there, but it wasn't for me. And I honestly kind of stopped listening to B around about the third or fourth album, but I did, listen to Lemonade, and I got a chance to see what she was doing. I can tell you right now, Lemonade is probably one of the best visual EPs I've seen since Thriller or Purple Rain. If you want to talk about visual EPs, anybody know what a visual EP is, or I would say a movie musical, like okay, but um, this is ridiculous. Okay. And now, mind you, these are just specific locations in the theater. Now, what you're looking at on the screen here are two stadiums. We're looking at the AT&T Theater, and that's which is on the left, and then on the right here, we're looking at uh, Ford Field. Now, the areas I have highlighted are Club Renaissance. Now, this is kind of like, as you if you can see here, this is like the stage, and then this is kind of like uh, where you're getting it in at, right? So, um, here is what I think. Okay, we know people are not going to buy these tickets. Okay, some people, I'll say that some people are going to buy these tickets, 8,000 a pop. All right, so this is where I have a problem at. If we go to the no up here, it's called the nosebleed. Okay, now AT&T Theater is like where the Dallas Cowboys play at. These guys play there every Sunday. Jerry Jones built a phenomenal stadium. I think the stadium has like a 180-foot um, monitor or 180-foot jumbotron screen. But this place is phenomenal, right? I was able to get a chance to tailgate there when the Lions played Dallas. It was definitely fun. I got a lot of Southern hospitality. Again, I only been in Texas like 2 years, right? But if we start looking at the nosebleed seats now, right? The nosebleed seats. This seat right here in the corner. This is the upper concourse, 431, row 22. These seats are going for $876 a piece. Now, if you and your girl want to go see Beyonce, we're talking about every bit of rough around about $1,700. Okay, and if we add taxes, you might be at 18, right? So that's just at the um, AT&T Stadium, and what we're trying to do here is compare. Is Beyonce price gouging? Is she choosing specific areas to charge her fans to see her? Now, mind you, someone's gonna pay this, okay? I've yet to see, again, maybe I'm not an extreme concert goer or a person that goes see someone live. I've never paid this much to go see an artist. I've seen Prince twice, which I think was a musical genius, right? He he played other instruments. He was able to compose and write songs. He was a dancer. He was more than that, okay? Beyonce pretty much she's a performer. Other people come to write her the songs. Again, that happens in the R&B field. There's nothing wrong with that. Someone comes and lays a track. I mean, I think Dream wrote her song Irreplaceable, which is like one of her biggest hits, or several. Like I said, one of her biggest hits. But again, this is ridiculous. $876 for a nosebleed seat. This is at the tippy top. Okay, now as you start to drift down in the next row, we're talking about 1313. Now we're at $2,600 for two people. And if it's your home girls or whoever's girls, and she's making bank. This is no shade to her, but I can't justify going to see any artist for this type of money. Okay. And this has nothing to do with someone's being broke. This has nothing to do with someone, not being able to afford this. Please believe I can charge these type of tickets to my card. I have I think about 4 or 5, well, 5 credit cards, well, 6 credit cards now. If my wife say, you know what, I want to go see Beyonce and there's nothing you can do about it, which she wouldn't do. we would charge it most likely, but it will be the most financial irresponsible thing to do. Now, I mean, mind you, I can't pocket watch Beyonce. Can't get mad at how she's getting her bread, but baby, I'm not doing it. All right. Now, if we move over to Ford Field, and we're just comparing prices now, that's the nosebleed. This is on the side is AT&T. On this side, this is Ford Field. If we look at the nosebleed over in Ford Field, look, I can even select the Ford Field. Look, look, look. She's already sold out at Ford Field. Detroit has already paid. You hear me? Look at that. Detroit has already paid. This is what's left here. What's in the blue is what's left. $2,200. Now, this is the next row down, right? Detroit is sold out. Okay. The Beehive is here. Okay. This is what's left in Detroit. Are y'all seeing this? She's already, again, if we pocket watch, right? We don't even know what these seats are costing now. Now, mind you, these tickets just went on sale maybe a day or two ago. We've been talking about this for like 2 days. Everybody on my Facebook is like, oh, wow, she's charged a lot of money, but hey, we're going to blow this up real quick because she sold out. She sold out. She sold out in the D. Now, mind you, Beyonce is from Houston, Texas. Okay. Now she's from Houston, Texas, people. Okay. Let's see if Beyonce has sold out in Houston. Now, mind you, see what's left in Dallas. This is Arlington. This is the AT&T Theater. This is where the Dallas Cowboys play. Now, mind you, she just picked up a bankroll. She sold out. Okay. Kudos. Somebody out there is going to pay this. I think it's mind-blowing. People would do this. Again, if we look at the nosebleed here in Dallas, we're talking about $876. Now, mind you, Dallas, DFW area, Texas, DFW in general is 2 times bigger than Detroit. DFW area, that's Dallas-Fort Worth area. Where that includes Arlington, that includes North Dallas, that includes Flower Mound, that includes Plano. All that is DFW. She hasn't sold out yet. Now, mind you, that may change. Detroit already sold out. And I think she's coming to Detroit in July 27th, 23rd, around that time. But she's from Houston. Let's see if she sold out in Houston. Okay? Let's check it out. I'm looking for Houston here, y'all. Okay. Houston. Now she will be in Houston 2 days after Arlington. Okay. And she's gonna be in Houston for 2 nights back to back. So she's winning. All right. So let's see what we got here. Let's check out Houston. Check out Houston. All right. So now listen. Okay. Let's check out the nosebleeds. Nosebleed. Now look at that. Look at this, y'all. You can't make this shit up. Can't make this shit up. A nosebleed in Houston is $620, and a nosebleed in Arlington with Dallas. Again, Dallas, AT&T Theater, way more flamboyant, over the top theater. Jerry Jones got to get his money. Live Nation got to get their money. This is ridiculous. She's price zoning. And I just showed you that Detroit is sold out. She's coming to Detroit. Tour starts July 12th. She's coming to Detroit. Ford Field, July 26th. Okay? Listen. And they're sold out already. Houston, we just looked at it now. We still in Arlington. No one's, just this row right here sold out. Or may not be available. Who knows? But that's sold out. That's what's available. Okay? What is this party put? What is this party? Don't even know what that is. Okay? This is ridiculous, guys. Y'all gotta watch how you spend your money. I love Beyonce, but it ain't that serious. She's just a great entertainer. Now look, she hasn't sold out at all in Houston. Now, some of the tickets in Houston are low as $540. Now, mind you, will these prices change? I don't, it possibly, I don't know. But my Lord, this is a nosebleed. This is a nosebleed. This is a nosebleed. These are two nosebleed seats, considerably. And the stadium that she's performing in, it's kind of built the same. It kind of has the same kind of structure. Again, AT&T Theater is a very as a more this is a premier uh stadium. It's like over the top. You know, they've had Errol Spencer's fought there a few times. They've had boxing um competitions there, boxing matches and stuff like that. So I can understand why the tickets cost this much, but my lord, either if it's $600, even if it's $500 in Houston, I'm not going to see her. It's not that serious. And I say all that to say this, man. You got to respect these artists for the type of prices they put out there because people are going to pay for them. I mean, look at this. Travis Scott can drop a pair of gym shoes that I got upstairs right now. Travis Scott ones, you know, Air Jordan 1, $1,800 shoe on a resale market. It's a $156 shoe, $160, maybe 117 with tax. So you have people out here that's gonna be fandoms. They're gonna idolize these people. They're gonna pay the money. Again, idolatry is very dangerous because if you know anything about idolatry, worshiping of stars, if you know go back and look at the great Selena, and God rest her soul. Her biggest fan killed her because she can I couldn't tell you what was wrong in that woman's mind, but it was sickening. You took that woman away from her family. So unfortunately, I just got on here. I just wanted to react to these prices. I went over way more than what I wanted to do, but this is my first video out. I'm hoping that we get a little bit better with the intros. We get a little bit better with some of the commentary. We're trying to condense some of that stuff. I may go through and do some edits. Who knows? I'm just going to put it out there and see how it goes. But again, thank you for choosing and reviewing this channel. I don't know what the name's going to be just yet, but don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and keep the conversation in the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Listen, there's people out there's going to pay the money. I ain't doing it, okay? It ain't that serious. Peace.